Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to TCG Madness, the channel that is all TCG all the time. And in today's video, we're doing another episode of Buy, Sell, or Hold, and today we are looking at the oh so confusing and oh so frustrating market that is Pokemon. That's right, today's video we're taking a specific look at Pokemon. If you guys are not sure how this kind of works, I'm going to go through Pokemon, the market, I'm looking at TCG player, and then at the end of the video, I pretty much give you guys my opinion on whether or not now's a good time to buy, sell, or hold. Just a quick disclaimer right now, let me get this out of the way. For those of you that don't know, that's exactly what these videos are. They're just opinion videos. I am not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just giving you basically opinion. It's a fun little video that I like to do. I enjoy this type of video. Do I think that TCG and the only trend that's going on in TCG players, that the only thing that matters on dictating whether or not now's a good time to buy, sell, or hold cards? No, I don't think this is the only tool. I think also a good tool is looking at the current state of the meta, what type of decks are being built, decks are being used, what type of cards collectors are looking for, also to the grading market, specifically talking about Pokemon. Pokemon has a very strong grading market. That's why I said this one is going to be very confusing and very frustrating, looking at the trend line, seeing when's a good time to buy. Because on one hand too, the way I kind of look at both these things is what's a good sealed market and a single market, and I try to combine both those markets. That's kind of how I kind of like justify my opinion on whether or not now's a good time to buy, sell, or hold. Once again, this video is just an opinion piece. It's not meant to be taken super serious. Again, do what you want. If you guys disagree with what I'm saying, awesome. Love that you guys are disagreeing with what I'm saying. Comment down below specifically why you think you're disagreeing with me. And I'd love to chat with you, some of you guys. I mean, some of you guys have excellent, amazing opinions. It's just I'm only talking about this because there was a certain someone who said everything I said was wrong. Totally cool to disagree with me. We can agree to disagree on some things. I absolutely love that. I just don't like then he said that no one should listen to what I'm saying. That's not true. I mean, if people want to listen to me, they can listen to me all they want. That's why, I mean, you don't like what I'm saying? You can easily hit that thumbs down button if you want and scroll on to the next video. No big deal. I just don't like people that then go on and say, well, I've been doing this for this many years, I've been doing this since I was in high school, and I know everything there is to know about the collecting market. No, you don't. The market is just as predictable as the stock market. It goes up, it goes down, sometimes the right time to buy. That's why I said these are all opinion pieces. I like to do this because it's just fun for me. I enjoy it. And we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Some of you guys do agree with me, and there are a couple that disagree with me. Perfectly fine to disagree with me. Just again, if you're going to disagree with me, at least put specifically why, then don't go on afterwards say, but my opinion is right. I'm the only one who can have this opinion. There are no gatekeepers here. I like to do this. Everybody's entitled to opinion. You can agree to disagree with me, and you can say why. That's totally cool. 2 thumbs up for that one. But to sit there and then say, I disagree with you, and say my opinion, and then go on and say, well, this is the opinion that's the right opinion. I don't do that. I don't subscribe to that. I don't care about that. But again, you're still welcome to comment and watch these videos. I enjoy the views. Okay, so let's go on to looking at the market that is Pokemon. Again, too, we also look at past, future, and present sets. So for Pokemon, we're going to go as far back as Crown Zenith, because I think Crown Zenith is a very important set to look at. Why do I think it's an important set to look at? Because there's no booster boxes for this set. It's a lot of just exterior products. First, let's take a look at the sealed market on it alone, right? So you guys can see right here again, all prices available on TCG Player. Of course, there's other places, you know, always check your locals, guys. I always highly recommend that you guys buy from locals. However, though, it does seem like locals and prices from, you know, it seems like they are using TCG Player or they're using eBay. They're using one or the other. I can promise you that. Cash is always king, so if you go to your locals, make sure you got cash. You can always usually get a better discount. So let's take a look at the Crown Zenith booster box cases for the Elite Trainer boxes. I think this one was the Pokemon exclusive. No, this was the Pokemon Center. So we're not going to look at that one. We'll just take a look at this one. So originally when it came out, we're looking at $570. Big dip all the way down to $392. 10 boxes, that's $39 a box. Pretty good for Elite Trainer boxes, of course. Check your locals, check eBay. Sometimes you can get better prices with that. You guys can see there's a lot of good exterior product for Crown Zenith. You're still going to see your GameStops, your Walmart's, Targets. They're going to have lots of Crown Zenith products, which is why I'm taking a look at Crown Zenith, because they have some great product too. They came out with some great stuff. Talking about the Crown Zenith, the Lugia collection, excellent collection box there. The Pikachu box, excellent box there. You get 2 great cards, you get a VMAX and a bunch of packs. Crown Zenith also had some amazing pull rates, and their cards were some really good cards because there wasn't a booster box attached to it. So here's the individual cards. Another reason why I say Crown Zenith is a very good market to look at. It has, I think, cards that are going to age very well for singles loosely, and even for the graded market too. I'm not going to take a look at the graded market specifically because that's just too much to dive into. We won't have that much time to make this video. I mean, I can go on hours and hours about the Pokemon graded market, and I don't like to look at the graded market. I like to look at just sealed and loose product. Graded market's going to flood, and people are going to pay whatever they want to pay for those cards. If it's a PSA 10, and that's a whole other can of worms I just don't want to get into right now. So we're just looking at sealed and single product only. Giratina V-Star, Arceus V-Star, Mewtwo V-Star. Take a look at the Mewtwo V-Star. I think that card was very expensive at one point. Maybe it wasn't. Nope. So it's always been hovering around the 50, and you guys can see this is why it's a very confusing market, man. Look at that. Dip and rise again. I'm gonna be honest with you guys too. Like, for those of you that don't know, if you were looking to get into Pokemon and you were looking to get into collecting Pokemon cards, Crown Zenith and Pokemon 151, those are gonna be your two sets I highly recommend you jump head first into. Buy as much as you want of this set. Just make sure you buy at the right time. Let's see, Origin Form Palkia. Man, another one too, just up and down, up and down, up and down, just hovering right around that $35 range. I wonder if we go back at 6 months. What was it dealing at 6 months? Still just kind of around that range. Okay. Go far, far, far back. Yeah, there we go. So January 23rd. So this set has seen a pretty dramatic dip from when it first launched around January. Then from March and April, seen a very dramatic dip all the way down. So first came out, it was like 60 bucks. Now we're all the way down to like 35. So that's a pretty good trend line for us if you were collecting, right? What else we got here? Algia. Let's take a look at Leaf Young. These EV forms are always, you know, very, very popular. So, oof, man, now's a great time to buy this set, actually, now that you're really looking at it 1 year later. And I think this set will ultimately have another rise again. It's just, now's an excellent time to buy, man. See, the problem with doing these type of videos, you guys, is that eventually I want to start buying more Pokemon cards and getting them graded. I'm going to be doing a lot more graded videos because you guys really like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Graded videos that I did. So I will be doing more grading videos as well. So hopefully you guys are going to be excited for that. Also, too, like I said, if you're new here, man, just please hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for, man? If you want a channel that's all dedicated to TCG, this channel is just for you, man. We just have fun here. Do giveaways and lots of other stuff, man. Just give it a try. So another reason why too, this is another thing that kind of gets, you know, unnoticed, is that we also have the legendary dogs. So because the legendary dogs are also in this set, I think this set will age very well over time. So good stuff there from Crown Zenith. Off to a pretty good start if you're a Pokemon fan, right? You know, good stuff there. Let's take a look at the extremely disappointing and sad set that is known as Scarlet and Violet. There's not much to really look at here. Top card is $25, guys. Booster boxes are still at $88. This is another thing that I can't, it's so frustrating with Pokemon. When are we going to start lowering these damn prices for booster boxes? Okay, if the top card is $25 in a booster boxes should not be $88, guys. Let's just call it for what it is. It should not be $88. This booster box set, Scarlet and Violet, should be no more than $50, $60. That's just what it should be. And that's why I said it's so frustrating to see that the prices have just not dropped. And there needs to be a question into of why we haven't seen booster boxes drop yet. I mean, most expensive card is, like I said, $25 in this set. It's Miriam. Okay, whatever. Gardevoir, Miraidon, Nest Ball. Like, this set is just really bad. So, not much to really take a look at this set. So, not good for Scarlet and Violet. So, how did Paldean evolve? Maybe after that, maybe they washed their hands and Paldean evolved was another set that was really good, really strong set. Not quite. We do get a couple of cards that are worth it. Iono, Waifu, very expensive card. Booster boxes, again, $95. Again, guys, I don't get it. Most expensive card is $75. I think this set should be worth $80. Booster boxes should be going for 80 bucks. You're gonna have a chance to pull a $75 card there. Prices have dipped though, so this card was at $101. Don't pay attention to the direct TCG player. Most collectors don't really do that. They usually buy, you know, they'll take their chances from somebody, you know, near mint for $83, something like that. It's a pretty big difference in prices. So yeah, we've seen prices as high as 96 go all the way down to 86, and now we're kind of at the $83 mark now. So for Iono, still pretty good card there. Magikarp, geez, that's a ginormous difference from what we just saw. Geez, so This was at $56. Now we're seeing it go all the way as high as 61. Lightly played, near mint, hollow foil. That's Japanese. Don't care about that. I wish they would stop doing that. There's another thing. Japanese. I don't know why we have Japanese cards on here. I prefer to stick to eBay when it comes to Japanese. So Magikarp also still pretty high up there. Iono, the regular full art card, she's also pulling pretty high up there as well. So Paldea, but once you get past those three cards, it's like a pretty dramatic drop off. Like Tyranitar's 15, Dianpao, Raichu, you know, Tinkaton EX, Squawkbilly. Like these are probably cards that are probably going to be for more playable decks. But as far as like the collecting goes, Tyranitar, pretty good card there. Was going as high as 23 as far as go back to 6 months ago. So really never broke higher than $20, $23, as low as 19 now. Again, there's a pretty dramatic drop off, 35, 36, 33, and there's nothing else beyond $20. Everything's 15 and below now. So Paldean Evolved, also another set. Don't know why it's $95 for a booster box. I don't get it. I don't get these prices for booster boxes. Maybe it's for sealed collection. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Okay, now we get to a really good set. Obsidian Flames. Why was this set very good too? Because there was Charizards involved. Charizards involved, man, sets are going to be really good. So, $94.88 is what we're going to be paying for a booster box. Oof, man, we did see a little bit of a spike during the holidays. And it's back down to $94.88. Charizards. Go back 6 months. Pretty dramatic drop off. Oh man, it was at one point. Look at the drop off, man. 225, but then when the booster boxes got released, we're talking about a $103 card, and then it slowly dipped. That is excellent to see if you're a collector. If you're just a fan of Pokemon, maybe you still play the game, but you still collect on the side as well. That's what you want to see. You want to see these cards drop, man, because you don't want to see these cards stay at $103, right? That's just ridiculous. So near mint, let's see if we can find a near mint. What is near mint going to run us? So near mint is still going to run you at $53.99. That's pretty good. So I like to see that. I like to see the Charizards are below $100. All three of them actually are very affordable. Charizard EX here, if you go back as far as 6 months, 113. Then it was at 39, so a pretty dramatic drop off. So pre-sale was 113. Booster boxes get released, we're at 40. And then we're just slowly seeing a ginormous dip in pricing. That's excellent. It's what you want to see. Booster box, not booster box. Charizard here, 6 months. So this one was always pretty much heavily around that $30, $40 range, and it just kind of goes up and down, ebbs and flows. But now seeing prices, you know, just go as below as even 14. See right here, even the current market. Near mint foil, 14, 14, 14, 14, 16. So that's pretty good too. So Obsidian Flames, another good set if you wanted to jump in, if you just want to buy some Charizards. Outside of Charizards, we didn't really get much else. You know, we had Scizors, Pidgeots, another Charizard there, which is, this card's great for playing. That's why it's at $10.99. Again, this is another set that just like, it's a little bit of a head scratcher, you know, like why is it $94.88? Booster boxes should be somewhere in the $60 to $75 range, even $80. $80 would be more affordable. Don't know why it's $94.88. This is something I really want to see in the year 2024. I want to see booster box prices for Pokemon drop pretty dramatically. I really just want to see that. The set that I ultimately think everybody should be getting involved in if you're a collector and you should be paying attention at prices almost every day, Pokemon 151. This is the grand collection set right here. I mean, first of all, we got a bunch of exterior products, no booster boxes, so that means pull rates are going to be really good. But more importantly, we get some legendary bird, and we get the big three. The big three are going to be Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. Lightly played is $110 cards. Near mint, we're looking at still $110 cards. If you go back as far as when the set first released, this card never really seeing below $100. So this set is definitely, I think it's going to age very well. I think this will be the year. I think once we get close to the summer and you check back at 151, it would not surprise me to start seeing card prices dip pretty low. But then when we get back to December 2024, it would not surprise me if you just see a giant spike in these prices again. Because I think the set's going to age very well. got the big three. So you got Charizard, you just saw. That card is still holding very strong at $100. You're seeing Blastoise too, another one. Are always around $56 to $40. You're seeing recently sold for $45, $45.80, $46, $49. So this set is holding very strong as well. Venusaur, another set, just constantly just holding up and down between $51 to $44. You're seeing most recently sold $43, $50, and $50. So $7 swing in between when to buy. The big cards that are in here too. Alakazam, another fan favorite. We got the Charmander. That's another thing too. We got a lot of the original 3 evolution cards. You got Charmander, Charmeleon, Squirtle, Wartortle, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur. These cards are all just gonna age very well. We got a Pikachu in here as well. We got a Mew in here. This is the set, I'm telling you guys right now, this is the set I would keep my eye on every day. Every week I would come, even if you want to do once a week, I would come back. If you were just jumping into Pokemon collecting, this is the set I would keep my eye very, very close with. Even the graded market. Go on eBay, check what these cards are grading at a PSA 9 and 10, and just see what they're going for. Keep your eye open. Try to snipe some when you can. Because if you can get this set at a very reasonable price, I think if you can get this set below $10 to $20 more as we get closer to summer, which I think you will see those prices. I'm trying to spit this word out. Sorry, I'm speaking too fast here. But other than just that, I would also pay very close attention to what these cards are grading at. I would take a look at the PSA 9s, the PSA 10s, and see what they're grading. Let's just take, for example, Bulbasaur. PSA 10 was at $100, and you found a Bulbasaur at PSA 10 for, I don't know, $79. I would snipe that. I would actually get that. You know, if it was consistently selling at $100 and you see one on the market for $80, $85, I would get that because I think this set is going to ultimately age very, very well. It has everything you want. It has nostalgia. It has the original, the OG Pokemon. It has all of their transformation, the evolution phases. This is a great set, and the artwork is fantastic. Even the look at that Dragonair. It's a beautiful card. You're seeing a lot of these card prices too. What? Anywhere between that $10 to $30 to $40 range. The Charizard holding at $100. That's the only outlier in this set. Psyduck, Nidoking. I think all these cards are just going to Machoke. I think all of these cards are going to age very, very well. Caterpie's another one too. I would look at all these cards, buy them, get them graded. I think the set's going to age very well. People were getting a ton of master sets for Pokemon 151. People were just rushing to complete the set. And you can see why. Cards are excellent. Let's take a look at Alakazam, by the way. I know I'm giving you guys a lot of information here, but like I said, this is just fun for me. So Alakazam, always in that again, you can see too, not really dipping below, right? If it's at that $30 to $45 range, it kind of sits there. It's not really going anywhere. So that's really good. That's what you want to see. Even this Charizard, the ultra rare Charizard, just constantly sitting. This one has seen an actual increase, which means it probably is both good for collectors and probably playable for the meta. So Pokemon 151, if there's anything you take away from this video, Pokemon 151 is a set to keep your eye on. If you were collecting today, that's a set I would jump into. So now let's take a look at the most recent set, Paradox Rift. This set, I think, was an absolute... I don't want to say it was an absolute dud of a set. I almost said that. Let me retract my statement. I think this set had some good cards. I think ultimately it fell flat a little bit because it just came right after 151. So it didn't have that same oomph that the 151 had. But there's still some very good cards in there. You can see a lot of good $20 to $40 range cards, which is excellent to see. Let's take a look at the most expensive, which was Roaring Moon. 6 months. So this one has seen quite the increase from originally. So this one was at 74. And I guess this card was very desirable because it went all the way up to 100, now 90, dipped below in the 80s, and now sitting around that $92 range. So, okay, that's pretty good. Booster boxes are sitting at $99.75. Again, typical for Pokemon. I really wish we would see Pokemon booster boxes dip below. So this set's still holding pretty high value for a lot of these cards that are just average. Maybe that's why this set's holding at $99 still. So you get a lot of cards that are in that $40, $50, $20, $30 range. You know, how many cards are in that 50 and below? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll stop at the $10 range. So we got 10 already. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18. Yeah, a lot of cards hitting that 10 and above dollar range. So that's pretty good for this set, actually. I'd like to see these card prices dip below. I think once another set comes out, you will see that prices dip below. And then, of course, it looks like we have a future set, which is Paldea and Fate, which is giving me a lot of Hidden Fate vibes, obviously, for obvious reasons. Yeah, and we're going to get a Charizard in this set too. So I anticipate when this set fully releases, you'll see a lot of the previous set start to drop. Will you see 151 drop? Not yet. I think closer to summertime is when you see 151 starting to drop. We'll see if I'm right about that. So that's going to do it for this video. Towards the end of this video, where am I at with buy, selling, and holding? From my prediction, or from my statement for Pokemon, whether or not now's a good time to buy, sell, or hold, given all the information I just looked at and what I'm kind of giving you guys, I think now's an excellent time to just hold on Pokemon. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with just holding. I don't think now's a good time to buy. I don't think now's a good time to sell on it either. I think now's a good time to hold, see how this next set does, and see what happens after all this next set, and see if we do get prices dropping, especially with the most previous set, or the current set, which is Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift wasn't a great set. It wasn't a bad set either. It was just kind of that in-betweener. It just didn't have that same oomph after 151 that it carried. It didn't carry that same momentum. But the prices are still holding very strong, surprisingly. So that tells me that this is a very good, desirable set still, and that there's still a lot of good playable cards. I think once Paldean Fates comes out, I think then we'll start to see certain prices drop. As far as Scarlet and Violet, stay away from that set. That set is hot trash. Crown Zenith, 151, Obsidian Flames only for the Charizard. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're getting a lot of like older sets. 151 still very desirable, but the prices are still very high. I still think though it's a good thing to just really just keep your eye on that set. So, like I said, my final answer to whether or not now is a good time to buy, sell, or hold, I'm just gonna hold on Pokemon for now. I think that's just the smart play for me. And just like I said, just see where prices go. If prices go up, then it's a good time to sell. If prices start dropping down, we may revisit it the next time we look at buy, sell, or hold for Pokemon. Maybe now, next time would be the good time to buy. That's going to do it for this video. Let me know what some of you guys think as well. Comment down below whether or not you agree or disagree. Again, please, at the very least, so hit that like button for me. I really do appreciate your guys' support. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. Go check out some of my other content. Go check out my previous episodes on buy, sell, or hold. And that's all I got for you, man. First video of the new year. Feel really good about that. Going into this new year, I'm really excited for the content I'm going to bring you guys. Let me know, again, what you guys' thoughts are on the buy, sell, or hold for Pokemon. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you guys next time.